Hello and welcome back. So if you've been on this channel for a while, you know how much I love West Plano. It's definitely one of my favorite suburbs, if not my favorite suburb in all of DFW. But today, we're taking a deep dive into one of West Plano's most popular neighborhoods called Willow Bend. Now, when I was doing some research for this video, I found out some really interesting things that I did not know about West Plano, and I would bet you that the locals don't even know this about this neighborhood in West Plano. So in 1976, the Wall Street Journal came out with this article announcing that polo was the new spectator sport in America. Polo centers were popping up all across the US, but nowhere was polo bigger than in Dallas. So polo enthusiast and restaurateur Norman Brinker, you may know him as the founder of Chili's Bar and Grill. Love me some Chili's, if you know, you know. But he opened up the Willow Bend Polo and Hunt Club, which opened in 1973 and was the center of Lone Star polo fever. This drew hundreds and thousands of people to its spring and summer Sunday matches. And naturally, as things go, as this sport was becoming more and more popular, people wanted to be closer to this club. So you had neighborhoods and beautiful custom homes popping up all around this polo club. One of them being Willow Bend. This Plano neighborhood was very similar to North Dallas's Straight Lane. Now, if you're not familiar with Straight Lane, it's a very famous street in Dallas. It's got huge estates on this lane. It's very close to Preston Hollow. But Mark Cuban actually has a property on Straight Lane. So it's just very luxury, very premium, very stately there, lots of high prices. But this neighborhood is very similar back in the day to Straight Lane. Now the prices in Dallas have skyrocketed so much, so anything on Straight Lane would be, of course, more than Willow Bend, but it was very similar back in the day. So the Willow Bend neighborhood actually has several little sub pockets and sub neighborhoods, including Willow Bend North, Willow Bend Lakes, Willow Bend Polo Estates, and then the creeks of Willow Bend. So there's several of these little pockets, but they all encompass the Willow Bend neighborhood. And what all of these have in common is their fabulous location. This location is surrounding the Glen Eagles Country Club. It lies east of the Dallas North Tollway, west of Preston Road, and between West Parker Road and West Park Boulevard. This location is premium. I mean, in my opinion, you cannot get a better spot in DFW. You are so close to Preston Road, which has tons of shopping, tons of entertainment. You're close to the shops at Willow Bend. You've got a Whole Foods, Trader Joe's right down the street from you. And like I said, on Preston Road, you've got literally everything. You've got Stonebriar Mall, just a couple minutes drive up Preston Road. A little bit north on the Dallas North Tollway, you have access to all the growth that is Frisco. So you've got that new Fields development, everything that is kind of sprawling from that, Legacy West. I mean, it is a creme de la creme location, which is why this neighborhood is so popular. Now, as far as the homes here, you typically are going to see two-story brick homes. They're going to be that French country or English Tudor style. And these homes range between about 3,500 square feet, I would say, to about 5,000 square feet. In the last 6 months, the average sales price was $1.4 million, with the lowest sale being $815,000 and the highest sale being $3.4 million. Now, what's interesting about this neighborhood is, as you can imagine, the homes are a little bit older, but you're also in a very established and mature neighborhood. But with that comes some pros and some cons. So one of the pros is you are in a very established community. Now, it's very different from what you would find in the new construction neighborhoods like Frisco, Prosper, Salina, up north per se. These lots are a little bit bigger. You've got a huge frontage to these lots, meaning the street in front of the home all the way up to your front door. You've got about 20 feet of frontage there, which is a really dramatic, stately look. Kind of goes with the neighborhood, but that's not something you would find typically with these new construction neighborhoods like Frisco, Prosper, and Salina. The new construction neighborhoods are also master plan communities typically, so they have a lot of amenities. The lots are a little bit smaller. They're very standard and uniform lots. Somewhere like West Plano, the lots are going to vary in size depending on where you are in the neighborhood, if you've got a corner lot or not. But because this is a mature, established neighborhood, and they were not building master plan communities back then, you don't have a lot of amenities within the neighborhood. However, you do have larger lots. So most of the properties in this community have a pool, which is really great. And you could argue if you've got a pool in your backyard, you may not even need a community pool. So that's kind of the pros and cons there. Some homes in this neighborhood also back to Glen Eagles Country Club. I would say there's a good bit of homes here that do back to the Glen Eagles Country Club because, as I said, this neighborhood really wraps around the golf course, so it's really beautiful. If you have the opportunity to live on one of these lots, you again have a bigger lot. So I've seen some beautiful homes that back to the golf course. You've got a beautiful view of the greenway, plus you've got an amazing pool back there. And another thing that I love so much about these more mature and established neighborhoods is, of course, you've got the lot size. I could go on and on about that, but these neighborhoods are not your cookie cutter homes. Some of these homes have been custom built, and they're also that established brick, very stately look. And you've got wide streets, tree-lined streets. I mean, it is so, so beautiful. And you've got the older trees here. This is not those new trees that you see in the new construction neighborhoods. These are those beautiful old trees that kind of hang over the streets. They shade the backyard. I mean, oh my gosh, I love, 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 love West Plano. And as far as the homes go, I mean, you do have older homes here. So there's kind of a mix of what you'll see. So you could walk into a property that's been completely updated from head to toe. We are seeing this more and more often as homeowners are, updating their property to look more so like a new construction, just with the white cabinets and the lighter wood floors kind of look. But you could step into a house that is straight up from the 80s. So something like that hopefully would be priced a little bit lower, allowing the buyer to really come in and do a lot of renovation. If you're buying something that's been already done and it's move-in ready, it's all updated, obviously there is going to be a little bit of a premium for that. So it's kind of a mixed bag. In the Willow Bend neighborhood, some of the homes are going to be completely ready. I would say most of them are not going to be that way though. Most of them are going to need some updating. Maybe they've been half updated. I would definitely take that with a grain of salt. So as you enter this neighborhood, just know you may have to do a little bit of updating to some of these properties. So overall, the Willow Bend neighborhood is absolutely amazing. It's an established neighborhood. You've got larger lot sizes. You're a quick drive to DFW Airport. You've got shopping, entertainment at your doorstep, and you're also zoned to the highly rated Plano ISD. So lots of reasons to love Willow Bend, lots of reasons to love West Plano. If this price point is a little bit higher for you and you're looking for something a little bit less, there are other neighborhoods in West Plano where we could find you something. So please feel free to reach out to me, whether you're looking in Willow Bend or you're looking in West Plano. I would love, love, love to help you. Thank you guys so much for watching this channel. And for a bonus, if you're interested in more of the Polo history and kind of what that looked like in Dallas, I've actually linked an article down below. I thought this was so interesting. So if you kind of like the history, you'll definitely want to read that article and check it out. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you on the next video.